After participating in a few fun game jams on Itchio, I started to get the itch to host one myself. To celebrate the completion of the first version of Fantasy Prix, the Dragon Racing TTRPG, I decided to host my own dragon-themed game jam. The Epic Dragon Game Jam ran from March to August, granting participants a solid 6 months to create something special in a chill, no-rush game jam. The jam was pretty simple. It had to be dragon-themed, but could be any genre. It was unranked to encourage creativity in a low-pressure environment. You could work solo or with a team. You didn't even really have to submit a new project, because existing projects were welcome as well. About 70 people joined, and there were 16 entries at the end of the jam. I would love to go over them all briefly to highlight each game as well as the creators that joined my jam, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. But first, be sure to like, subscribe, and check out my Itch.io games. If you're a nerd, and I think you might just be, you should totally buy them. If you do, maybe I can afford to buy some clothes for this poor naked goblin before winter comes. She's got no socks. She's going to be cold. The first submission I'd like to talk about is The Dragon's Heir by Pinto. Instead of creating a game, they submitted some beautiful game artwork through a link that I'll provide below. Unfortunately, there isn't much to say about the creator as their profile is newer and doesn't contain much information. However, I can't say enough how much I love the artwork. It's simple and stylized, very much like some of my own drawings that I have planned for future games of mine. I like it. My next submission is Dragon Slayer by Greencat, aka Nhan. It's a very simple, straightforward game that you can play in browser. Stock up on weapons and potions, then go fight that dragon. Or maybe some slimes first, but it's all up to you. Greencat has posted several other games on Itch.io as well, and be sure to check out their YouTube channel at GreenG448. The next submission we will discover is, and I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Dirachi by Max Spartan. Dirachi is an asymmetrical board game for 2 players featuring combat, empire building, armies, and of course, dragons. Very much like the board game Risk, but with dragons. You can download the board, art, and rulebook completely free along with Max Spartan's other visual novels. But if printing everything you need to play sounds like a bit of a hassle, then just check it out on Tabletop Simulator. Rumor has it there are plans for a fully functional single-player mode. Next up is Dragon Speaker TTRPG by STS Gaming, where you are the speaker for dragons. But where are the dragons? What do they want? And why must you speak for them? What does it all mean? You have no answers. You'll have to jump right into the Rules Light D100 system to find out. And be sure to check out STS Gamer's other games where they bridge the gap between role-playing games and wargaming, taking inspiration from popular media and bringing your favorite movies and TV shows to the table. Next on our list is not technically a game, but a great addition to any game containing dragons. Dragons, Dragons Everywhere by Nekyia RPG is a collection of random tables containing all things dragon. From names to hordes and even quest hooks and rewards, these tables would be a valuable asset to your collection. Then be sure to check out the other games and random generators by Nekyia as well. They seem to have a little something for everyone, from NPCs to sea monsters and cats. Moving on, Riddles of Gold by Dragon Skies is a riddle-themed bullet hell-style dragon game that you can play in browser. The artwork for the game is unique, and I found it to be a bit challenging, dodging fire blast and spears, but to be fair, I'm really bad at video games. That being said, I'll definitely have to give it some more practice. And while I'm at it, I plan to give their other game, Dark Woods, a try as well. Up next is Dragon Hunters by Dungeons & Dad Jokes. It's a browser-based game inspired by Paper Mario, but with a bit more Shakespearean plot, and dare I say, dragons. The game was created using RPG Maker, and I have to say I'm really impressed with the castle layout. There were so many things to discover, and the assets were very artistically placed. I've used RPG Maker before, and let me be the first to say, I sucked at it. I had no patience for what it took to create a game like this, so count me impressed. I'll be sure to check out the other role-playing games and interactive fiction by Dungeons & Dad Jokes as well. Next up is Steelbane by Sara Solo, a solo tabletop role-playing game where you can hunt and gather, fight dragons, and spend XP like currency to improve your skills as you delve into the randomly generated dungeons. Sara Solo has a ton of other solo RPG content, including games such as Colossus, Goliath, and Monster Heroes. Next on the list is Grandest of Dragons by Make It a Triple Game Studios. Grandest of Dragons is a solo journaling RPG where you are a dragon. No, not just a dragon, but the grandest of dragons. Be sure to check out all the great games and assets by Make It a Triple Game Studios on Itchio, such as Close Mondays and Silhouette Wildlife Reserve. The next submission is Zalathrag's Sky Isles by Cade Brenen Sacander. It is a dragon theme expansion for House of Cerulean. It adds to the map of the original game as well as a dungeon with enemies and treasures guarded by the dread worm Zalathrag. Cade Brenen Sacander also has on their itch.io page several supplements for Monster Guts. Be sure to check them out while you're at it. Next up, White Scales by One Page Dungeons is, I'm sure you can guess, a one-page dungeon. The easy-to-follow one-page dungeon features frozen caverns, dragon eggs just waiting to be stolen, and a mother dragon with a list of potential weaknesses to scale for lower-level parties. I personally love the artwork for the hand-drawn dungeon. Be sure to check this one out as well as the other one-page dungeons by One Page Dungeons. Nextly, we have Dragon's Heir by Beast in the Cave, an interactive fiction featuring side quests, a variety of meaningful choices, and character customization with about an hour of content, so you can play through in browser during any free afternoon. Be sure to check this one out as well as a wide variety of spooky-looking games by Beast in the Cave. A last-minute submission, Idle Dragoner by Serial Procastination, is not a game. Or at least, not yet. The creator asked me if they could submit a placeholder for their game to work on later. Seeing as there wasn't any rule against it, and my motto is the more the merrier, I said yes. I, for one, can't wait to see what they come up with whenever they're finished. Next up, Dragon Lunch by Gentle Vandal is a PC game where you must convince a dragon to give you all of their treasure, so you become the richest man in the world. I'm sure the title of the game has nothing to do with the outcome of your request. Just be sure to say please. And after your rich, be sure to check out other games by Gentle Vandal, Lost Souls, and Cat-like Roguelite. Unfortunately, the next submission I have for you I can't say much about, because Dragonbound Orbs of Power is a PC game and I'm a sucker with a 10-year-old MacBook. But I'm sure it's great. It has dragons. So go play that game, nerds. Check out Dragonbound Orbs of Power and check out TheBabylonRouge. Last but not least on our list is, look at that. I mean, how can I talk about all these great games from my game jam without shouting out a mention of my own? Fantasy Prix, the Dragon Racing TTRPG, is just that. Create your dragon and rider duo to race to win the Dragon Cup at the end of the season. At this time, Fantasy Prix will be half off from now until the end of October, along with all my other games. And as always, the demo is free to try, great for a quick one-shot with your friends. I cannot express how impressed I am with all the great games that were submitted for the Game Jam, and I can't wait to delve a little deeper into each of them individually. I will definitely be planning on hosting more Game Jams in the future as I create and come up with more new game ideas of my own. Maybe next time I'll host a shorter jam, or maybe an even longer one. As soon as I stop joining them for a hot minute, because there are so many good ones. Anyways, if you liked the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you are interested in any of the great games mentioned in the video, all the links are down below in the description, including links to my itch.io page where you can find all the great games I've created. You can also join my Discord server where nerds like you can chat about my games, your games, game jams, or pretty much anything really. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, bye for now.